evening, but first I want to tell you a couple things. First off, if this stuff looks fun to you, it is fun, and you can learn how to do it. We teach classes here at the Hideout, how to improvise. We have level 1 classes starting all the time. If you go to hideouttheatre.com, you can find out all about it. We even teach a free class a couple times a month to get you to get a little taste of it for no skin off your back. So if you're interested, come out, do some improv with us. Check out hideouttheatre.com. And if you want to see more shows, we've got shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. So that's my spiel. I would like you to help me welcome to the stage the second half of the third group tonight, Danger Warning Improv. Please give it up for Andy Crouch. Come join me, Andy.
What's up, you guys? Troy's going to set up some text over here. You might wonder why he's now suddenly dressed like a Victorian gentleman, because we are doing improvised Sherlock Holmes for you this evening. We are Danger Warning Improv. We do shows in a variety of formats. We do a James Bond, we do a Star Trek, and we do a Sherlock Holmes.
Who's a fan of Sherlock Holmes? Anyone?
Yeah!
A few of you.
We don't only do a 2-man improvised Sherlock Holmes adventure, we also provide all the sound effects.
My God. Oh, just like that.
We have costumes in a bag over here that I'll pull out in a second. And beyond that, this is not just any Sherlock Holmes adventure.
Yes!
Take it away, Troy.
In this adventure, I will be playing Sherlock Holmes. Andy will be playing Watson and all the other characters necessary. The way it's we have a few wigs. Just
and a hair. That's going to be him.
That's because we brush the wigs, Andy, usually.
Gross.
In the course of the show, Andy, as Watson and the other characters, is going to try to get me, Sherlock Holmes, to guess the crime, the details of the crime, which you are going to provide, and Andy is going to get now.
While Troy is out of the room, Troy, get out of the room.
I am leaving the room now!
Excellent! Everybody give Troy a tepid round of applause. And I need to get some stuff from you guys. So first of all, I need an object, a real physical object that you have on you that is not just a wallet or keys, something unusual that everybody in the crowd's going to be like, you're carrying that around? Okay. What do you have? Unusual objects, people. I need something. Hats are okay. It's not bad. What else? I'll take some bids. A makeup brush. That's all right. We've done that before, actually. What's that? Garage door opener. Yes. Yes. Amazing.
I want a ticket to your show.
No. Garage door opener is amazing. This is going to be hilariously anachronistic. Wonderful. I'm going to put that in this box. Write that down. And I need the crime, the solution to our crime this evening. So if you were going to murder someone, you were going to create a foolproof plan to do it. First of all, how would you murder them? What would be the method of murder?
Poison.
Poison, great, poison. Now, how are you going to poison somebody that no one could ever know that you did it? It's some elaborate, like you hire a monkey to, you train the monkey to sneak into their room via a tree and poison them. How are you going to make it happen?
Take a thread, pour the poison down into the mouth while they're sleeping.
Thread, kind of James Bond style. I love it. And I tell you what, that's pretty good, but I need it even more complicated. How are you going to get rid of the thread as evidence after the fact?
Train a bird to come into the window and make it into its nest.
Oh my God. That is phenomenal. You'll never get it. Okay, into its nest. All right. So poison, garage door opener. Okay, and now just finally, what's your motivation for murder? Why are you poisoning this person? It could be because you're jealous of their career. It could be because they're inheriting the thing that you're not. What's the motivation for your murder?
Cut me off in traffic.
Cut me off in traffic. Perfect. All right. So under the box, we have a garage door opener. The how of our crime is poison. More specifically, a thread used to drip the poison down into their mouth while they're sleeping, and then a bird that whisks it away and hides it in its nest. And the reason for the murder is he cut you off in traffic or she cut you off in traffic. Cool. You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. If Troy gets a little bit of one of these, based on the clues we're giving him, you guys are going to give him a polite round of applause. Can we practice that? If he gets even more, you're going to give him a nice big round of applause. And if he totally nails it, you're going to go hooting and hollering, huge round of applause. Let's bring him back on stage! Troy, come back! Yeah!
And thunderous applause. Excellent. That's it. They go together. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, when the lights come up, danger, warning, which is the first button? Improv. It was a fine summer day, and my acquaintance with Sherlock Holmes was proving no more illustrious than usual. The adventure of the day was one of the finest I'd ever joined him on, and Holmes himself was in an unusually chipper spirit. Normally known for his dour and incisive mind, today he was practically giddy.
Well, you've brought us here. Why don't you tell us the tale?
Oh, Mr. Holmes! Thank you.
My God, Watson, she's beautiful.
Yes, Holmes, certainly is. I'll try to behave myself.
Yes, go on.
Mr. Holmes, it's my husband. You must have read in the... God damn it.
She's salty too, Watson.
You must have read in the paper, Mr. Holmes, of his untimely demise. My sorrow is overwhelming. My poor 6 children have no father. And I know no mate, Mr. Holmes. Here in the very bed where we lay.
Yes.
I awoke, Mr. Holmes, to find him dead in the night. Our doors were locked, as is our practice. For he has many enemies, Mr. Holmes, you know, being a member of the British Parliament and very powerful. But Mr. Holmes, when I awoke and I touched his cold...
What did you touch? Tell me now. Quickly.
His shoulder, Mr. Holmes, and he nearly rolled, and his mouth again. He was dead, Mr. Holmes, and now I'm ruined. I have nothing.
Is it true you also gave him a kiss before you left the room?
Oh, of course.
And he smoked a cigar, if I'm not mistaken, Indian tobacco, hand-rolled in, Uganda.
How could you possibly know that?
Well,
It was illegally imported. It was very secret.
yes. And I can see a bit of the tobacco still stuck in your teeth, and the smell as you get close is clearly that of Indian tobacco.
Oh,
You couldn't resist a chance to kiss your husband even after he was dead.
a last kiss, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm very emotional. I'll leave you to the crime scene.
One thing, my lady.
Yes, of course.
How is it that you suppose he died?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, I fear it's poison. His bloated face, black and blue, and no marks upon his body. It's merely my supposition, Mr. Holmes. I'm a simple woman. I don't know much.
So you believe it was poison, foul play, and not some sort of self-induced suicide?
Well, when the police inspector came,
Yes.
he said it was poisoned, and then the autopsy that they did, they revealed poison as well.
So there were more things that happened after you left the room.
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes.
Well, you should have said that earlier.
I have to go.
What's it? She's clearly upset.
Yes, clearly upset. I love a good upset woman, so I have to admit the flush it brings to their cheeks is positively stirring.
But this is not about you and your proclivity for salty women. This is about murder, plain and simple.
Yes, you think it's murder, Holmes? I guess poison would be murder generally.
Yes, yes. Poisoned in his bed, a member of Parliament. Doors locked from the inside.
Yes.
No one else in the house, no one with a key to open it.
No, it seems that they're on the 4th floor of the estate as well. And Even the open window wouldn't be accessible by anyone by conventional means.
No, no. The outside is slick. If anyone were to scale the walls, they would fall immediately to their death.
Yes, and there's no one dead down there, Holmes.
The powers of deduction are getting better, Watson.
Thank you, Holmes.
Probably from all your time writing stories about me.
Oh, I would imagine.
There's something else about this room, Watson, that is very interesting.
Oh, what is those?
Well, you can see that there are 4 corners of the room, yes?
Standard, yes, of course.
Except this room isn't a square, it's a circle. Explain to me why a room that's a circle has 4 corners.
Oh, geometrically, it seems impossible. A circle has the very definition of a circle.
Yes. But hanging from the ceiling here, concealed by the paint, is a mirror.
I see it.
A mirror that reflects light in such a way as to make a room that is a circle look like a square.
Oh, my God, you're right, Holmes.
But you can see as I
The shape of
touch the wall over here, clearly curved.
It's an illusion. It's merely a shadow
Yes.
projected by the mirror. Oh,
So,
the purpose of such a thing.
Well, I suspect that perhaps Sir Benson was into subterfuge. You know, that he had a lot of secrets and perhaps kept them in places that he didn't want people to find.
Oh.
Watson! There's something else in this room which will give the killer away. Something he left behind. Something so obvious that when we find it, it will be his undoing.
Oh, something that would raise it right up and reveal everything.
That's right. Oh, look, a hand jack over here.
Oh.
And what if the killer used that to raise the bed before he induced the poison?
Well, Holmes, there's really only one thing that people use hand jacks for.
Popping and raising things up.
Oh, yes, but very specifically a certain thing.
Ah. You're talking about a tire that might be inflated by such a device.
Oh, yes, a tire, Holmes. Tires are only on one thing, aren't they?
Well, there are actually many things. Cars, carriages.
Well, let's go with the first one.
Cars, yes. Which is why the killer... Cars. Are we in an age where there are cars, Watson? Have we seen them rolling down the street? I suppose they have been.
What a modern fashion. I don't approve.
Yes, yes. But the killer was also very wary of his carriage being smelly, so he brought with him an air freshener that would hang from the rearview mirror.
Oh, we're wonderful for him. I bet it would just make the smell go away and then come back again, and then away and away, and then just over and over again, you know.
Yes,
Watch
yes.
the smell go up and down, up and down.
Yes, yes. Up and down the smell would go.
Up and down.
If you waved such a device.
Cook.
From a cough, boy.
Oh, no.
Yes, I see.
I wonder if sometimes he would have to get rid of his smell manually because it wouldn't work with the automatic smell remover near his car.
Well, that's because, Watson, he carried with him an oriental fan, which you can see hanging from the wall here, that he would fan himself.
Oh, it's fascinating how the segments just kind of rise and close. Rising and closing.
Yes, much like some sort of an accordion device.
Yes, absolutely. Possibly not, but sure. I wonder if he liked to tinker around with things that he needed to get to and from when he was putting his car in things and taking them out of things.
Are you talking about garages? Perhaps. Yes. He was a very technologically advanced man, was he not? And he had outfitted his garage with a garage door opener.
But how would that be the solution to our mystery?
Yes, Watson. How will it be the solution indeed? There's only one person who can help put this key in its proper place, and that is the blacksmith. We go! Watson, careful. is Ivan the blacksmith, the surliest man in London. He's been known to kill a man with his stare.
Well, I shall look away, Holmes. I don't want any part of that.
Watson, we shall approach him cautiously, for he operates the bellows as we speak.
Who enters into the home of Ivan the blacksmith? For I am busy at my forge. I have much work to do.
Yes, I can see you've been busy all day. Forging iron implements?
Yes.
Fire pokers, perhaps?
Fire pokers for the rich, the wealthy. They pay very good for the ones that are shaped like mermaids, with the sexy bits where they can see them. It is not appropriate, Mr. Holmes, but I make it because the money is so good.
Yes, Ivan, I can see that your dwelling is of the latest London fashion. Draperies on the walls, which would seem weird for a blacksmith. Perhaps the scent of lilac indicates that there were once flowers here on this table. Yes, in fact, look at this. Watson, the ring of a saucer. You were recently entertaining a woman, I should say. She was 5'11". She worked as a grocer. For underneath my...
You stop making deductions about my personal life, Mr. Holmes, or I will hit you over the head with a blacksmith hammer. My private life is my own. The tapestries remind me of my mother Russia. And the woman that I have come to my house is my dear mother. So do not cast aspersions, Mr. Holmes. Do not.
Very well, Ivan. I have nothing against a man who loves his mother. But I do have something against a man who hated a member of parliament. Because wasn't there some legislation about to be passed banning the use of fiery ovens within the city limits?
Fools! They're fools, Mr. Holmes! They would put us all out of business and set London back to the dark ages. These are the powers of modern convenience. Without them, Mr. Holmes, we shall never overtake the world. And Mr. Holmes...
What? Are you trying to overtake the world?
Oh, just Russia, Mr. Holmes. I want to go back. And if I am ever to go back, we must own it.
You must own Russia.
Yes, Mr. Holmes.
Possess it.
Take it over.
Take it over.
Lay it to waste.
Destroy it completely.
Yes, that I might rule over it as a blacksmith king.
A king with a crown on his head.
That I have made with my own construction of gold and iron.
Yes. Watson, such a man is dangerous. I think he could have killed Sir Vincent with his bare hands.
Holmes, he's clearly a madman, but surely such a man would have just strangled him to death. Look at those hands.
Yes. Your hands are quite large.
They are large, Mr. Holmes. But Mr. Holmes, I tell you one thing.
But they are soft. You do moisturize, don't you?
Yes, Mr. Holmes.
Then only.
My mother, she insists.
You cannot have tea with your mother and hold her hand with rough, man, black hands.
No, Mr. Holmes, she has me wrapped around her little finger. Wrapped around her little finger like many other things, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, like a ring, perhaps.
Perhaps a ring, but I make rings, Mr. Holmes. She is more elaborate, more lengthy, Mr. Holmes.
Wrapped around her finger like a piece of yarn that you would wrap around a finger.
Yeah, sure, yes. Yes, Mr. Holmes, like yarn, or a smaller version of yarn.
Thread, perhaps?
Yeah, sure, yes. Mr. Holmes and Fred, you'll have to leave, otherwise in rage I will strike you.
Watson, we've learned all we can find here.
I'm already gone, Holmes.
Great, I'll meet you outside. Careful, Watson! There are dogs about.
Why are the dogs here?
Because it's a back alley, Watson.
Oh, they're rabid dogs.
Yes.
A pack of rabid dogs.
However,
How are you dominating them so thoroughly? It's as if you transfix them into a very mind.
it's a new technique I picked up in China. You'll have to convince the dog that you're actually one of them.
How do you convince a dog that you're a dog?
You use mind control. Right now, I'm planting the image in their mind that I'm a big Saint Bernard. Yes, do you see how they cower before me?
If I were to assign a dog to you, I would say a Saint Bernard.
There they go.
It's very fitting. What are we doing in this alleyway, Holmes?
Well, there's a...
I suppose you're here to see me. Am I correct, Mr. Holmes?
Yes.
Ha! I knew it.
Harry the Hatter.
Yeah, Harry the Hatter, Holmes. Harry the Hatter indeed.
Yes. Always hanging out about in the alleys with the dogs.
Oh, it's where all the information is, Mr. Holmes.
You see, Watson, Harry makes hats. Very particular hats that only members of Parliament wear. However, they're made with the skin of panda bears, which is illegal in most countries in the world. Therefore, he has to sell his wares at the back alleys. If you want such a despicable human being who actually had information I need, I might beat you instead.
Him over there?
Oh, he's over there. Why would I beat you, Watson? I wouldn't beat you. Sorry.
No, not. Our friendship has grown over the years. It's such
Harry, I'm not here to give you a thrashing or talk to you about animal rights.
You want a hat, Mr. Holmes? I can get you a hat, no problems.
I want to know about the hat you recently made for Sir Benson.
Mr. Benson, you have to remind me, Mr. Holmes. My memory is not what it used to be.
Member of Parliament, tall, gaunt.
You're reminding me with words, Mr. Holmes. My memory only works with hard cash.
Watson, he needs a tip.
Oh, but Holmes, really?
Yes, you have the money. I'm going to carry it.
Here you are, sir.
Yes.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. I do remember such a man. He came in asking for quite a ridiculous hat. He said he wanted a triangular hat that appeared to be polyagonal.
Yes, a hat that, to the eye, is a different shape than it really is.
Yes, and he wanted secret compartments in it all over the place.
What section, Watson?
Oh, yes, Holmes. Quite like the room.
That's right.
And so I made him his hat out of panda fur. I put all the little compartments in there, and I hid little things in there, Mr. Holmes. I hope he liked it when he found it.
Yes, yes. Isn't it true that you used to hide illicit narcotics in your hats? Which would be distributed to the members of Parliament. But Sir Benson wanted no part of it. He wanted to end your little practice. And when he told you he no longer was going to peddle your wares, you got angry.
I made him such a nice hat. I don't know why he was casting aspersions on my character, Mr. Holmes. First of all, it's unproven that I was providing such products, and then even if I was, so what? The members of Parliament.
Really? What is this? Oh! It is not snow, my good man. That is pure cocaine.
I had a long night, Mr. Holmes. I needed a little upper.
Yes, Watson, not cut it off. 100% pure.
Holmes, perhaps now's not the time to indulge.
Well, I think 7% solution is usually sufficient to lubricate the mind.
Yes, were you to consume that, Holmes, you would go insane instantly.
Yes. Perhaps we should feed it to the dogs? Here, boys!
No, Mr. Oh, God. They'll be terrible for hours.
Are you saying, Harry, that you did not kill Sir Benson?
No, Mr. Holmes. But I received word about someone who might have, and I received that word through a very unconventional manner, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, carry a vision, I'm assuming.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
Or some sort of bird-like creature.
Let's just say a little bird told me, Mr. Holmes. I have to go.
Did you see the way he pranced off, Watson? Such a strange character, that Harry.
Yes, Holmes, these hats are quite fine. Would it be stealing to take one? Or...
Yes, Watson, it would be stealing.
Fine, Holmes, I won't then.
However, let's go somewhere where we can talk to someone who has very, very strong opinions about stealing.
Feeling?
Feeling.
I have some opinions about feeling, Holmes. If it's
Yes.
a young lady, I should very much like to.
She is a young lady. Watson, in fact, you know her very well.
Oh, who, Holmes?
It's your old lover, Victoria.
Holmes!
Yes? Watson, easy. I'll explain everything once she lets us into a
Just
boudoir.
a moment. Hold on, please. I'm putting my face on.
I say, Madam Victoria, this is Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Oh, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson.
Yes.
You have come to my apartment. I'll let you in. Excuse me. Hold on.
Too late, I already came in through the window.
How intrepid of you, Mr. Holmes.
Now let Watson in. Watson?
Victoria? Good to see you. Looking fine, as always.
Now I know that you two didn't end your affair amicably, but let's have a civil meeting, for we're not here for personal matters, but extremely private, extremely dangerous matters.
Private but not personal, Mr. Holmes.
Yes.
Please do tell. I'm curious to see, and I shan't look sideways at dear Johnny Down.
Victoria, who have you... we?
Oui.
What have you to say?
Oui. Je voulais vous toucher de bon obligé.
Watson, she is delightful. Yes. I can see why you two had an affair.
It's not the time.
Yes, proceed over the course. Madam Victoria, I have a very important question for you.
Yes. Oui.
Who is it you've been seen with in public recently?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, you come to me about the tragedy. My poor dear minister.
Yes. Your hair is straw-like. Quite dirty, has not been washed in some time.
I have to admit, Mr. Holmes, his recent passing has made me lose the will to keep up my appearances. As you can see, I am a mess. I am so sorry. Oh, Sherry, I don't know what to say.
You're having an affair.
Yes, yes, but do not tell. His poor wife would be destroyed.
No, of course not. You thought by now he wouldn't have a poor wife, for he threatened to leave her for you, but never did. Always dangling the carrot in front of you, but never actually allowing you to take a bite.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, he did. He dangled the carrot.
Yes, like a line with a hook that a fish might bite into.
Yes, but he was too tricky for that. No hook for him. He worked in more mysterious ways. The line it merely dangled.
Watson, she's got two different colored eyes.
Yes, Holmes. Transfixing, isn't it?
Yes, you almost had me in your hypnotic gaze, Madam Victoria. But I am well versed in the art of mind control as well. Perhaps you understand what I'm saying to you now?
That's not what I want! Holmes, are you still a St. Bernard?
It's what I had in my hot mind. I didn't mean to convey that to her. But I see that we're on the same wavelength.
Mr. Holmes, I'm so sorry. You must go. I'm so weird, so tired.
Yes, you are taking another lover, I see. One who paints his nails. For this polish hasn't been used by a woman, it's been used by a man. I can see dirt on it that indicates he works in the lumberyard.
Let's not judge, Mr. Holmes. A lady has to have her interests.
Very well. Watson, I hope this information hasn't caused you grief.
No, Holmes, but I think it's best we go. I've heard too many stories about other lovers of an ex-lover of mine. It's quite uncomfortable.
Yes, maybe. Let's take a short carriage ride, Watson. I have some things to tell you.
Holmes, are you saying that you quite thoroughly deduced the method of this murder?
Well, let's think about what we know.
Oh, yes, of course.
We know that Sir Benson was found by his wife in the bedroom.
Locked.
Locked from the outside. Not from the inside. No one could come in unless they had a key.
Yes, and you've thoroughly dismissed the wife as the possible poisoner.
But I did not say that.
No?
I don't know exactly who the killer is, but I know the method of murder.
All right, Holmes, I'd love to hear it.
Yes. Are you familiar with the training of falcons?
I am, Holmes. I've read quite a bit about it.
Yes, yes. They can be trained to leave their master and do almost anything in return.
Ah, yes.
What if I were to tell you that a falcon was trained to fly into Sir Benson's room, dangling a vial of poison?
A vial, Holmes.
Yes, well, a vial-like device. Some sort.
Just a vial just dangling there.
No, the vial was on a line of thread. Attached to the bird's leg.
What would the vial be doing at the bottom of the room? Why have a vial at all?
The vial has the poison.
Did it?
It did before it entered Sir Vincent's mouth, but the thread itself was poison.
That sounds very plausible.
Yes, yes, our killer.
But then what of the string?
The string was carried away by the bird after it dipped into Sir Vincent's mouth.
Holmes, have I mentioned how sad I am about the fact that my children are all grown and out of my house?
No, you have no. What does that even mean?
It's just a thing I was thinking. Where is the string now?
The string was fed to the bird's tiny babies.
What a monstrous bird! Those poor babies!
Some birds can't live with the fact that their young will fly away, so instead they kill them.
I suppose that's close enough, Holmes.
What's more important, Watson?
Wait, where do the babies live?
The baby birds.
Yeah.
They live in a nest.
Okay, all right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Holmes, completely. It's transparent as glass.
Yes. But Watson, what's more important is who did it and why.
Oh, yes, Holmes, that's the most intriguing part.
Yes. Care for a pint of ale?
Holmes, it's time like now.
Yes.
Well, if you were an offering, I certainly won't say no.
To the ale house, Watson. Yeah! Watson, don't be too drunk. It's important that we have our wits about us.
No, just 2 or 3. I'll 3, 4 at the most. I'll cut myself right off.
No, 1 is all you need.
Very well.
Drink it very slowly. It's a bartender I want to speak to anyway.
I shan't drink any more after 4, Holmes. I shall simply stop myself. I'll cut myself right off.
You're going to cut yourself right off?
Yes, Holmes.
I see.
All right, mind the queue, mind the queue. There's people in front of you, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Sorry.
All right, here you go, Jimmy. Tell your mom I said hi. Do you know what I mean, Jimmy? Now, don't give me that. Get out of here, you little punk. I had sex with his mom. What can I do you for?
It's more information than I needed, good sir.
Yes, and too intense of a music at the moment.
Yes, but this place is lively with music all the time, and it is an intense place. In fact, it is a place where a man wishing to escape from his wife might meet with his lover.
Oh, pretty much every man here is here for that exact reason, Mr.
Yes, yes, and only one man wanted a room that was hidden inside the wall.
Oh, Mr. Holmes, you found my fake corner.
Yes. So Vincent commissioned this corner to be made, did he not?
He did indeed.
So he could sit here and whisper sweet nothings to his lover.
Oh,
Victoria.
yes, Mr. Holmes. Quite a series of lovers over the years. Many a woman has been wooed, wined, and bedded in that corner.
The smell proves that that's true.
Jello pudding pops, Mr. Holmes.
He was blackmailing you, wasn't he? Forcing you to reconstruct your own bar in ways that you weren't happy about for his private personal shenanigans. He was blackmailing you.
Yes, he knew a bit more about me than I wished he did, Mr. Holmes.
Yes.
As a result of that, I had to comply for a while. I wish I'd just given him the bird, Mr. Holmes. Wish I'd just said, F off, you wanker.
But you couldn't do that.
I couldn't. There's only certain situations in which that's appropriate, Mr. Holmes. Only certain situations. And this was not one of them.
But there are only certain situations where you give someone the bird and tell them to take a hike.
Holmes, I would only do it in an environment in which I couldn't be heard by them.
Really?
Yes.
Back in the forest?
Well, perhaps the forest, Mr. Holmes, if there were, yes, why not the forest, sure. Or perhaps something more urban.
Watson.
Yes, Holmes.
The reason that this man was being blackmailed is because his name is Carl Costco.
Really?
Yes, the notorious thief from Berlin.
Mr. Holmes, you have me figured out. I am the thief. But I served my time, Mr. Holmes.
Yeah.
I served my time, Mr. Holmes.
Your accent doesn't fool me.
No, Mr. Holmes, damn it, you found me out.
If Sir Benson gave you up to the local authorities, you would be locked away in an English prison.
Maybe, but after all these years, Mr. Holmes, I had so much on him that he had nothing on me. We're square as far as I was concerned.
Yes, but you know what two squares make?
A round room.
You're the one that helped him construct the mirror.
Yeah, you're right, Mr. Holmes. He used my thieving powers of confusion and illusion to construct several hidden places in his room and here, and I give some advice to my
Careful, watch out!
Oh, what is it, Holmes? Oh, an explosion!
So, you think by destroying the room you've destroyed the evidence of your crime?
Mr. Holmes, what crime are you accusing me of? I guess maybe I don't actually have, this was fake too, with the accent. I don't have a hair on that accent.
Watson, we now must return to the scene of the crime, for the killer will reveal themselves there.
Oh, he's not the killer?
No.
Oh, very well.
The killer is coming to retrieve this device, and we'll lie in wait for him.
I guess they haven't been able to get to their car.
Watson,
Yes, sir.
quiet.
But you still haven't told me why the killer committed the crime.
As soon as the killer presents himself, I will. We'll hide here.
We'll just stay here, very slow and cautious, and he'll just speed right out in front of us.
That's right, Watson, because this is a part of the room that can't be seen by anyone else.
Oh, we're in the corner.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Watson, look, a figure.
My God.
Entering the room. Careful. Watson, when I give this signal, I want you to reach out and grab it. Watson, now! Get him! Grab him! Don't let him! Keep going, Watson! We're doing great! Quick!
Oh, Holmes, he hit me with some sort of trick hat. That's right, Mr. Holmes. Back off.
Harry the Hatter, of course. I knew it was you. You're the one, the only one who could construct such an elaborate crime. Training a bird to poison the bird pot.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I did. But I did it for a good reason, Mr. Holmes.
Yes, you did it because you're actually his son. One of his sons?
Yes, and a son should go before his father, shouldn't he, Mr. Holmes? And yet, that's not what happened, Mr. Holmes, was it?
No, he died before you did.
He did, but he also got in front of me, Mr. Holmes. He got in front of me with his newfangled contraption.
Yes, his car.
Yes, Mr. Holmes.
He almost ran you over. He cut in front of you. Because you do have such a contraption, which is why you came back for this. It's in my pocket. This. You invented this to house your newfangled electric carriage. couldn't stand the fact that he had one too, and not only did he have one, but he would cut you off in public every possible time he could. Are you going? If you leap from that window, you will die! Watson! Can you believe it? Oh, he's jumped into his car!
Holmes, what you doing? You said it was pure death to jump from that height. Oh, Holmes, do we have a car? No!
But we have a large dog! Hop on!
Hi, do you mind controlling this dog?
Yes, I commanded him to show Vice at the right time! Good boy, here! Here's a ball! Quick, faster! Faster! Watson, this is the fastest dog! Watson,
This is a giant dog. It's fucking gigantic.
yes, I'm going to leap from the dog into the car!
Oh, Holmes, how daring of you.
Careful! Pull over! Pull over! We've crashed his car! Watson, are you alright?
Holmes, this dog won't stop. Holmes, help!
It's alright. I've called Lestrade. He'll be here any second. And you, Harry the Hatter. What do you have to say for yourself? Oh. And he's dead.
Mr. Lestrade. Oh, my God, have you killed another one?
He killed himself. The moment he decided to kill another man, he died inside. I was just allowing him to continue.
I'll allow it. And that was again one of my most famous doings with the great Sherlock Holmes. One of our most curious cases, and ever since, I've been the best of friends with animals of all kinds, especially the doggies.
Thank you guys for coming to see Improv Comedy. We do it 4 nights a week. Normally in this slot is the house troupe Parallelogram Phonograph. They're traveling in Europe right now. But when they return, come back and see them. They're wonderful.
Absolutely. If you guys like this, all kinds of improv happens at the Hideout. Come see another show, then another one, then decide what you like best, and keep seeing that and bringing friends.
That's a lot to do, but I like it.
It's necessary to keep live theater alive, and also.
Wow, things got real.